And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
You can see usually from my background that I have a lot of games. I get rid of most games, but I still hang on to 400 or so. And I have a giant amount of card games here. This is my card game shelf, and there are tons of them. But there is one card game that I play more than any other, and that is No Thanks. No Thanks is a game that's very simple. There's not a lot of components. It's a very easy one, but it makes my top 100 list every year. It's a game that I just enjoy playing tremendously. I've done a written review of the past, talked about it in so many other videos, so I figured I should do a proper video for it. So here it is, No Thanks. The game essentially just has two components, a deck of cards and a pile of chips. Each player gets 11 of these chips at the beginning of the game. When you are playing the game, you're going to be using this deck of cards, and this deck of cards has numbers on it that go from 3 to 35. At the beginning of the game, you're going to take 9 of these cards randomly and take them out, leaving you with only 24 cards left over, and this is what you'll do during the course of the game. Game's very simple. On a player's turn, they turn over the top card of the deck, and it shows a number. They can decide to take that card. If they don't want it, they put a chip on it. The next person decides to take the card or put a chip on it. The next person, so on. Eventually, somebody's going to say, you know what, I'll take the card, and then they also get all the chips that are on that card. Now, you don't want to take cards ever, because every card is worth points on it. The number on it. This is worth 33 points. Now that's a whole lot worse than taking, for example, 3 points. But each chip is worth -1 point. And not only that, chips also allow you to not take cards. So if you don't take a card, if you have no chips, I'm sorry, then you must take the card in the middle of the table. So here I have 33 points. Later on, maybe I'll get 14. That's not good. And then I might have to take another card, 25. Now, the good news is, if you ever get cards that are consecutive numbers, this is 32 and here's 33, you can put them on top of each other and you only take the score of the lowest one. So in this instance here, I only have 32 points, not 65 points. And that can turn out really well for you, because let's say I have the 33 and the 31 in front of me. If that's 64 points. But if I take the 32, now I put them all together sequentially, and I only have the 31. But you're never sure if a certain card will be in the deck, because remember, we've taken 9 cards out randomly. There's actually a variant on the game where you can take out specific numbers, so you always know what some of the numbers that are out, and then, like for example, you take out the 10, 20, and the 30, and then 6 other random cards, so you know some cards that aren't in there. Another variant to play would be, some people play with their chips closed where no one knows how many you have. Other people play with them completely open. And then you just keep playing until the whole deck is out. You total up everyone's score, adding up all the cards in front of them, subtracting the number of chips they have, and whoever has the lowest score is the winner. No Thanks has just so many good features to it. I mean, for one thing, it's so easy to get into. It's easy for players to play. The idea of throwing chips, I've had such great success with this. I'll take it out and say, I'll play this. You teach it like in 15 seconds. It's so easy to play, and just the tossing the chips out. It's 3 to 5 players, works well with all those ranges. Like it quite a bit. No Thanks. Now, one of the things that I really enjoy about the game is when it comes time to take that card. For example, I have the 33, taking the 32 means I get 1 less point, which is good. However, why should I take it when it first comes around to me? Why not let it go around the table and get as many chips as I can? And you play kind of a push your luck style game as you let the chips pile up on that, assuming that no one else is going to take it because it's a whole lot of points. Now you can get into situations where people take, I'm just going to spite you, but they just took 32 points then to mess you over, or however many were on the card. And so, again, this isn't a game of great decisions and, but it's fast and fun, and those decisions like that make it fun. I challenge you to bring this game out in a group, play it, and then have everyone say, oh, that's good, we'll put it away. No, instead they're going to say, let's try that one more time. The fact that the game takes less than 10 minutes is also a benefit. This is just a fantastic game. If you've never played it, this is one of those games that I think everybody should have in their collection, because it works in so many situations. It's very easily portable. It's easy to teach and play, and yet offers a good deal of game in that short period of time. No thanks.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find the latest board game news at Dicetowernews.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Fun Again Games, the world's best game source. Fun Again Games has over 5,000 games available. Check them out at funagain.com.
Shut the door.